We've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Patriots and the Jets, and it comes your way next.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today, we get the season started with an AFC East tilt right off the bat between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing, Jones. It gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Jones. Looking for a slot man, and he's got him. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. The gun. Jones. Thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Devontae Parker, 56 yards. And the Pats are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Brandon Ayuk returning it. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. They go play action with Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. They go play action now. Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by McCann, up and good. That will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Mac Jones and the rest of the Patriot offense. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And he'll be... at the 25.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out, fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Here's Ayuk on the return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Play action. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. 6 yards left on 2nd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Josh Oliver there to make the grab. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New England trying to get a place on offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now a throw here to his running back. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Operating from the gun, Jones. He finds Aguilar over the middle. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up.
Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. It's a big play that time by the Jets. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. An extra point by McCann, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Mac Jones and the rest of the Patriot offense. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Alex Leatherwood, the Alabama man, called for the penalty there. On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Christian Wilkins breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. To try again after the sack. Jones. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression, jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
And got his man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 83 yards. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point by McCann. Take a 7-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Pats at the line, ready to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators are probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. And he finds Parker here, complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 36. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the 1st half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Touchdown, Patriots! Devontae Parker, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchdown. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Looking for White on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. On his his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jets on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And here comes Mac Jones and the rest of the Patriot offense. He's doing his job, but the bottom line, they're losing. They've got a deficit to make up here, and he knows it.
And quarterbacks who last in this league learn that lesson really early. You may have had a great stat line and felt pretty good about how you played, but if your team didn't win, it almost doesn't matter. And right now he's adopted that attitude. How do I get better? How does my team get better? How do we find a way to win the game?
Well, he's hoping to lead his team to a successful drive. On 2nd and 12, Jones. It's caught by Aguilar. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Oh, and Edwards-Helaire, I don't think he got there. He did not. They'll stop him short. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. This is brought in at the 21. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. We
remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And this is taken in at the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets.
But he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Jets are going to add a extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar.
Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. Looking for White on the deep ball. He's got him in. Complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Jets are looking good here in the season openers. Still lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Trying to shake off the interception from and the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Throwing on second and long. Jones, sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here first and 10. The Jets going to go on offense one last time in this first half. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now Wilson on first down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. From way up at the 23. So we've reached, all right, we will save the week one highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And we'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
It's caught. This is White. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So first and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. He's got his man. It's White. And now they're in the hurry up. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there third touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. Another try after the first down sack. Jones, he'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
They go with the empty set there. 5 receivers in the formation. Normally, you want to have a running back in to block, but in this case, he's lined up to the right, and he ends up getting the football. A lot of confusion caused defensively, and it turns into a big play.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Back to throw. Jones. It's complete to Parker, left side. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for New England. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Looking for White on the deep ball. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Jets have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead will slow by 1 more. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New England's offense set to go. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join
Devontae Parker, 30, 10, touchdown. Devontae Parker with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Pats able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Here's Ayuk on the return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Looking for White on the deep ball. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way down to the 27. Big yardage that time for the Jets. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Kemp. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jets get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again on offense. Here's Devontae Parker now. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. Never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Jones. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Throwing Jones. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. This is taken at the 15. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Looking for White on the deep ball. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. New England on 3rd down. Lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And the Patriots are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Edwards-Helaire. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Patriots get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter. And now can really take some time off the clock. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. They go play action with Wilson. Looking for White on the deep ball. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Jets are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Getting set to go again on offense. Here's Devontae Parker now. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that a mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. Throwing left side, it's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
Jones throw here taken in by Parker. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. He'll find Parker again, complete. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again.
Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Monte Nicholson picks it. And the Jets are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. Big yardage that time for the Jets. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. And they'll run again. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. On 3rd down, Kemp, and this time he is in. Yes! Taking it in from 2 yards out, and this Jet offense starting to run away with this one. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. This fielded right at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Christian Wilkins able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
That's caught by his tight end, Kylan Granson.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Jones throwing on 3rd and long. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. New York ready to go again offensively. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Looking for White on the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. Big yardage that time for the Jets. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. That's going to be caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point by McCann. Up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone.
Taken at the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, They need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now Jones throwing on first down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Throw left side complete to Troutman. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get him there for a save. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Back to throw. Jones. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Wilson wants to throw it. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Pats come up with a late turnover. But